Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from
Hey, what's going down, sports fans, hustlers, gamblers, cappers, all around the world? It's your boy Marley Bets coming through the last minute video. Get your bets in before it's too late. With my guy, as always, when I'm talking NFL, Mr. LJ from Houston from the Raw Word Sports Podcast. LJ, what's good?
Marley, you know what time it is, bro. It's Sunday morning, sir.
Yes,
So it's
sir.
NFL, man. Let's get it cracking, dog.
So my picks are in already, at least my early pick. Great day yesterday in college. I have to go back and check, but I don't know if I lost the game in college yesterday. Gotta love those kind of days. So hopefully we can get a repeat. NFL's obviously a little tougher than college. But let's get into it, man. We just gonna talk upset alerts. We're gonna go break down the whole schedule like we normally do. We did that earlier in the week. So let's talk upset alerts, best bets. I actually got some props for you. I got some good props. Let's start there. Let's start with props. How about that?
Okay.
Or because we only got about, I'll
20
say
minutes.
20 minutes till the game starts. We'll say 15 minutes to get your bets in.
Yep.
So let me go to my pending bets here. Got a couple props I want to throw at you. See what you think.
What we got?
All right. First prop I have, Derrick Henry will have over 13.5 receiving yards today against the Colts. I figure that's one little dump off.
Okay.
Maybe two, but he can definitely get it in one. One little everybody's covered. Let's dump it off. One little screen that goes for 15 yards. Figured it was a good bet. The odds were at minus 115, I believe.
Hey, I'm not mad at that, bro. You said what's the prop? Over what?
Over 13.5 receiving yards for Derrick Henry.
I mean, he had 55 yards last week against Seattle receiving.
I figured 13.5 should be nothing.
I think that's a steal, brother.
What's up, Jay Rich? What's going down?
The Colts are going to try to focus on stopping their run, so they may get a little screen or, a little dump off, to Henry to get a couple yards. So, yeah, I agree with that prop, bro. That's a great prop.
Okay. I also found this one in the same game. Jonathan Taylor over 13.5 receiving yards. They had it at the same as Derrick Henry. I don't know. I looked up his rushing receiving yards. Week 1, I think he had 50. Week 2, he had 60, I believe, or vice versa. But he's over 40 yards both games in receiving. And with Wentz banged up a little bit, probably won't have all day to sit back there. They probably won't want him to sit back there all day. They actually designed plays for him to catch the ball out the backfield. So I figured if Henry can give me 13 yards, of course Jonathan Taylor can give me 14 yards. So
I mean, yeah, that remains to be seen. I like the Henry one. I don't know about the Jonathan one.
You don't know about the Jonathan Taylor. All right. Another one I have, Lamar Jackson over 75.5 rushing yards
for the game.
Yeah,
that's he gonna have to do that today.
I mean, he has to do that in order for them to win, period. I think he's had over 100 in both games. Definitely had 100 in the Kansas City game. I'm not sure how much he had in the first game.
I can look at it right now. I'll look at it right now while you're talking.
But I figure like anything under 80 is gold with Lamar Jackson. I mean, he goes as their offense goes. So in order for them to win the game, he obviously has to run the ball well.
He had 86 against the Raiders week 1.
86. There we go. So I got him over 75. Also, I have. Here's one going to get tricky. The odds weren't great on this one, but I parlayed it with the Derrick Henry and Jonathan Taylor prop. Kyler Murray over 1.5 touchdowns. It was minus 200, but I figured it was over 1.5 passing touchdowns. It was minus 200, but I figured it's a gimme. It's going to get Jacksonville.
Yeah, that should be a gimme.
And then I also took Josh Allen to have over 23.5 completions, which he had 30, I believe, week 1 against Pittsburgh. He only had 17 in week 2, but that was against Miami, who has 2 great cornerbacks in which Washington does not have. I think he'll be able to, because he's going to throw it 50 times easily. He
think so?
He throws it 50 times a game.
Washington got a nice D though, man. I mean, they may have to consider another game plan with Washington.
Daniel Jones threw for like 200 or 300 yards against them, over 200 yards.
Yeah, that is true. But that's a divisional game though. You know, those are different. Hold on.
They are.
All right.
My little brother just texted me, give him a 3-team parlay. You know what I tell him every week?
What?
Watch my fucking show.
There you go. Let's get into these upset alerts, folks. Time is up, man.
Go ahead. What you got?
I want to start off with Seattle and Minnesota, man. I mean, they say Russell Wilson is 3-0 against Seattle. Seattle has beaten Minnesota 6 straight times, I believe. It's somewhere around there. But I just believe that Minnesota is going to be a desperate team today. They should have pulled out the victory last week against the Cardinals. They're 0-2. But granted, like I told y'all this coming week, every team in the NFC North has a minus point differential. So the best odds for Minnesota out of that division is the best to win today, because they do score 28, but they give up 30. So that's only a -2. You get what I'm saying? The rest of them are at least a -5 or 6. You know what I'm saying? Detroit, Chicago, and Green Bay. So I picked Seattle to win the game -2, but I won't be surprised if Minnesota pulls off the upset today, because I think they have the best chance because like I said, because of Seattle is vulnerable on the run.
Minnesota, do we count that as an underdog though? I mean, -2.
I mean, I just think it's an upset because you see what I'm saying? Seattle has had Minnesota's number, and Minnesota's 0-2. You get what I'm saying? The number is not far off, but I'm just thinking where their teams are at right now, coming into week 3, Minnesota has to win this game. They don't want to go down 0-3. So I think they're going to be the most desperate team to cover and possibly win the game. So that's one of them.
Well, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs anyway. So,
okay. And another one I want you to think about. Detroit +8, man. Baltimore has a lot of injuries dealing with that. If they have to depend on Lamar Jackson to do everything today, he may run out of gas, man. And because he's already banged up, I think. So he's already dealing with an issue. And Detroit's a feisty team, you know. I'm not saying that they're going to compete for anything, but the way they played, the way they gave the 49ers a run, the way that they played Green Bay, even though Green Bay beat them, I just feel they're going to compete today against Baltimore, because I think Baltimore is vulnerable. I think
they will. I agree with you. I don't know if I like that 7 points. Or now it's at 8 points.
It's +8. Yeah, it's +8.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the +8. -8, because they have been playing good enough football, definitely good enough football to stay in it. And I think I made a mistake. What I did on that game is I took Baltimore on a teaser.
Okay.
And I teased it down to Baltimore. Excuse me, Baltimore -1.5. Because that's how afraid I was of the 7.5. I don't think because Detroit's not playing bad football. They just played some good teams. But Golf is playing pretty good. They're running the ball pretty well. So
they're averaging almost 400 yards a game. They're averaging almost 400 yards total a game.
Yeah, I definitely would not be surprised if this game is closer than a lot of people think. If you put a gun to my head, I'd take the 8 points before I take the -8. Because I also heard Lamar Jackson is sick.
He's banged up, man. Yeah, he's dealing with a hip injury. Yeah.
Also on top of that, so I think they'll go. I think they'll still get the win. They'll squeak out of there. But as far as covering 8 points. I don't know.
What do you think about?
I don't know about that one.
What do you think about the Chargers covering that 7 against Kansas City?
I took that 7.
You took that 7. Okay.
Yeah. Kansas City doesn't really cover a lot of big spreads. If anybody haven't noticed,
they don't cover at all.
because their
They don't even
defense
have to be big.
their defense isn't built for that. They play and then I think not only are they not built for that, I want to say Clark and the other DN they're either questionable or they're out. One of the two. I'm not completely sure about that. But I know they're injured.
Mm-hmm.
But their defense is to, their game plan is to, just outshoot you.
Yeah.
That's the plan. We're just gonna see if you can keep up in the foot race. If you can keep up, if you can beat us in the foot race, then okay, you deserve to win. So they're always gonna be. I don't know why. I guess because they have this high power offense that the books have decided that they're just gonna give them all these big spreads. But if you look at the spreads, they never fucking cover. I mean, I took the Browns week 1.
Yeah, I did too.
Who did they play last week? Did we take
Baltimore?
that? Yeah.
Baltimore Sunday night.
Oh, well, we took personally, on the video, we took the Chiefs to cover. And that was just a 3. And and they obviously they lost outright. And so yeah, I definitely that's the only thing that kind of makes me hesitate a little bit is because they lost last week. But that ain't got nothing to do with that defense, man. Like, I don't think the Chargers are gonna go into Kansas City and win, but I do think they got an opportunity just because I believe in Justin Herbert. He got to stop turning the ball over, though.
And they have to score in the red zone. They get down to the red zone, they don't score.
Right. Some of those, I can't remember all the picks, but I'm sure some of them weren't his fault. But yeah, he I don't know if he believes in his arm, which I believe in his arm. He got a cannon, bro, and he can make all the throws. But I think sometimes that's part of what gets him in trouble too. Like he thinks he can make that throw. And like you're not in college no more, bro. Even though these teams, the Cowboys or with the Cowboys last ranked defense, they got NFL players on their league. Like everybody on the field running 4-4. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the back end. Like on the back end, everybody is legitimately running probably a 4-4. You know what I'm saying? Whether they're good or not, you know what I'm saying? That's to be determined. But so like those windows are real tight. You know what I'm saying? People aren't as open as you think they are. But I believe in them at the end of the day. So that I want to ask you about this upset. I don't think it can happen, but I think 7 is too many points. But I think I was just looking at it. The Bears. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you what my thoughts were. My thoughts were this.
Okay.
They're injured at receiver, right?
The Browns.
There's no Landry, and Odell is just coming back. Which I don't think we're gonna have like a huge game from Odell. Him and Baker have never really had quite the chemistry since they've been together. They've said the right things in the media. I actually think they like each other. It's just, for whatever reason on the field, it hasn't just quite clicked. And Odell's been hurt as well. So, but anyway. And then you got so they're going to be pretty much one-dimensional. Baker has not played lights out football. He's played real game managing football. He's done okay. But he hasn't done the best. Then you got to look on the other side of the ball. You got Justin Fields and the Bears coming in. Now, Justin Fields, right? He hasn't blown anybody lights out with his numbers or anything like that. But I think he galvanizes that team. I think he's going to galvanize that defense. And although he didn't look good in Cincinnati when he came in, you know what happened? They won. And I think that's all that fucking defense cares about is if they win. Now, are they the defense of 4 years ago? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Are they still a pretty good defense? I believe so. Can they stop the run? Because that's what we're asking right now. Can you guys stop Nick Chubb in the run? Because we're not worried about Baker Mayfield throwing the ball all over the place. I think they can. I watched that Texans defense. Maybe not stop the run, but I watched them early contain it. I think they probably were on the field a little bit too long ultimately. And I mean, you got Nick Chubb, Kareem. They're going to bust some plays. But I think but I do think that they can contain a run enough. I think they got a chance to contain a run enough. I think Fields struggles, but I think he can give you enough electric plays with his feet. That'll keep them in that game. I'm just thinking upset alert. I was really looking at that.
No,
And then
I
I was
agree
like,
because
rookie quarterback on the road. I can't pull the trigger.
and the Bears, they only gave up 69 rushing yards last week to the Bengals. So if they can contain that run, they may have a shot to make Baker, make some mistakes, get a turnover here and there. I'm saying the game's gonna be like 27, 24, 21, somewhere around there. If I had to put money on it, I don't think Cleveland covers the spread, but I still think they win. So that's just my philosophy. But we got 5 minutes left, Marley. Last game. Let's talk about this game of the week, bro. Rams and Tampa Bay.
I told you my play.
Who was your final decision? What was your final
decision?
I like the Rams.
I like the Rams.
So we on the same page on this one. We on the same page. Okay?
I hate that it went to pick 'em instead of plus 100, plus 105, what it was. But
I think took it early.
I got it on some parlays early. I don't have it straight early.
No, I took it straight early, made like a couple of days ago. Because the Tampa Bay was the underdog when it first came out. Now they're the favorite.
Right.
So once that favorite came in, I took the Rams plus 1. You know what I'm saying? I took it.
But I'm going to jump back on it solo.
Yeah. Simply because of the pass rush. We already know the recipe for Brady.
That's exactly it.
Make him eat grass. Get him on the ground. You see what I'm saying? Make him uncomfortable there.
That's exactly my thinking. My 2 solo plays were at least early. I haven't made my afternoon solo plays. I know what they are. My 2 solo plays early were the Pats on the money line, Patriots, and Chargers plus 7. So those are my 2 early plays. Then I got a bunch of parlays and teasers and shit that we normally do, prop bets, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, my 4 plays I'm playing today: New England minus 2.5. I got Tennessee minus 5. Cincinnati like plus 2.5.
My boy thinks the Colts can win outright.
I don't know, man.
That's what I said. I'm like, damn, Winston's banged up, bro. He got 2 bad ankles.
Yeah, and if he come out the game, it's over. You said
that's
even
what,
if he was in the game,
saying. He was like, man, just ride with me. Put 300 on it. I was like, fuck no.
Nah, I'm gonna have to pass on that one. But my last one, like I said, my money maker tonight, I feel the Rams are gonna beat Tampa Bay. So I got the Rams plus 1, and I sprinkled on the money line. So those are my 4 plays today.
I'm on that afternoon game. I'm on the Raiders hard. No Tua. Brissett.
A lot of people picking Miami to cover.
I don't think Brissett's gonna go into Miami and do anything.
I don't think he is either, but we always talk about how good teams get embarrassed the week before and come back and play well. And Miami got embarrassed last week against Buffalo, so let's see how they respond.
It's either the Raiders or the Seahawks.
Yeah.
If the Seahawks are, they could get beat today.
They can, man. They could get beat real bad. Get beat today.
I might take that over though. It's just kind of high, 55.
I think I did take the over on a parlay. I took the over on a parlay. But like I said, man, my $5 come up today. Take all the teams in the NFC North to lose. 49ers to win. Take the Browns.
Spreads or money line?
These are just money lines. Just take the money lines. Be safe. You get what I'm saying? Because the spreads are if you get a backdoor cover. We already know how that works when a team went off the gas and they let a team get back in and cover the spread.
So fade the NFC.
Fade the NFC North today. Yes. Fade them.
Well, because 2 of them play each other, so it's only really 2 games.
No, they don't. No.
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking the NFC East.
Sorry. 49ers play Green Bay. The Browns play Chicago. Baltimore plays Detroit. Seattle plays Minnesota. So if you want to come up today, I wouldn't be surprised if all those teams.
Wait, just fade all those teams? Fade Seattle? Fade?
No. Fade. Pick those teams. Pick the 49ers, the Browns, Baltimore, and Seattle.
Yeah, don't fade means go against.
Yeah. Fade go against the NFC North today. And if you feel
bet with the NFC North today.
No, bet against them.
Talk about San Fran, Arizona, Seattle.
I said Green Bay, Chicago, Detroit, Minnesota. All 4 of those teams are going to lose today.
So you do mean fade. Okay.
Fade the NFC North. All 4 teams. Take a shot. Why not? You see what I'm saying? The numbers just speak for themselves.
Take Jacksonville?
Marley, no. The Cardinals are in the NFC West.
What is this division? I told you what happened
Yes.
this morning.
NFC North is Green. Man, come on, man. Stop it. Listen. And if you feel
Green
real
Bay,
frisky,
Minnesota, Chicago,
you can
Detroit.
take all the teams in it.
Right? Green
All
Bay,
lose.
Minnesota, Chicago, Detroit. I got it. I'm back
All
on top.
lose.
I'm thinking about the wrong division. That's the problem.
Yeah, you are. You are.
That is the problem. I got it. All right. I'm trying to put that in right now. Detroit. Oh, shit. The game's going to start. Chicago.
Oh, yeah. It's game time, baby.
The Packers. What is the last team? Who am I missing? Minnesota.
You got Minnesota?
There we go. Oh, I don't believe in Minnesota. But I'm going to do it anyway. If we can go in, if I can get it in real fast. Let's see. Continue. Confirm. And we are still spinning. It's still spinning.
I mean, the ball ain't kicked off, so you good.
I don't know. That whole steals, like cycling.
That's how they usually do it. If it ain't kicked off yet, you can still get it in. But once that whistle blow, it's a wrap.
Give it to me. I think I got it. It never does it this long. Oh, we're good. It is confirmed.
And we get that Chargers and Kansas City game today locally. How about that?
All right. Well, we get the games anyway, LJ, because you're a part of my cable show.
Yeah, that's true, but you can't watch every game on your phone at one time. So I like to have different technologies going on. You see what I'm saying? I got my computer, got my TV, got my phone, got my other computer. We good to go, baby. See what I'm saying? So if you want to jump back on tonight after this Rams and Tampa Bay game, I'm down if you want to jump back on later tonight.
That's cool. We can do that.
Talk about the games early, while we're doing the Sunday night game, watching the Sunday night game.
All right. That is a bit.
So until then, sir, let's do it, man.
We can do that. All right, man. Appreciate everybody joining us, man. Good luck today. Catch us on Wednesdays on the NFL show when we bust down every game and give our picks, give our plays for each game on the schedule. Tuesday is the college show. I don't think I lost the game in college. If so, maybe one. And I know we gave out about 8 plays. So check out the college show, win some bread. Other than that, LJ from Houston, y'all check him out. Raw World Sports Podcast. I am Marley Betts. This is Brothers and Bits. Good luck today. And as always, let's keep Vegas.
Get money game, baby.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom. Ain't no problems. We gon' make a way.